afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vilaypon Chayasit from King Mongkut University of Technology, Chonburi, Thailand. I would like to present you my research on self-directed learning readiness, a survey of undergraduates from Western Ratchapat University in Thailand. Let me start the introduction. Not only self-directed learning is very essential for learning, but also for living as well as personal development. It helps increase self-awareness and self-motivated topic into learners, which is really important for living as a resource that can have ability to the responsible their own learning and even living. The objective of the study were as follows. Number one, to investigate the level of self-directed learning readiness of the students from Western Ratchapat University in Thailand. Number two, compare the levels of students' self-directed learning readiness amongst the students' search criteria. Respondents were 326 undergraduates from the population by cluster sampling. The sample size was determined by user Yamane formula. A self-evaluation assists self-perception towards their level of self-directed learning with the reliability coefficient value of 0.92. Criteria of tune based on process. First process checks self-assessment and need determination behavior comprising the assessments involving the students' self-perception towards their self-learning needs, expected outcome, learning motivation for development, and so on. Second process checks learning for determination behavior consisting of the assessment related the students' self-perception towards learning goal setting and content mapping with the goal set. Third process checks learning planning and learning sourcing behavior includes the assessments with respect to the student self-perception towards planning a lesson plan, identifying learning resource and searching for learning solutions. First process checks learning process behavior consisting of the assessments involving to the students' self-perception towards the strategy they use for learning and the integrate of IT into their design learning activity. And fifth process checks learning evaluation behavior including the assessment with regards the student self-perception and evaluation towards their learning assessment and self-perception, self-improvement as well as experiment. To research to the scale descriptions of students' behavior where number one refers to never, number two refers to rarely, number three refers to sometime, number four refers to often, and number five refers to always. Data correction. Data were then corrected, rechecks the completeness and comply for the next process. Data analysis and research statistics. One, data were analyzed by use mean and standard deviation through the research hypothesis was tested by using t-test. Results on self-directed learning readiness. Data were analyzed according to the fifth meta-cognitive process of self-directed learning, which includes one, self-assessment and self-need determination behavior, two, learning goal determination behavior, three, learning planning and learning sourcing behavior, four, learning process behavior, and fifth, learning evaluation behavior. In 5-point rating scale, the results were displayed in table 1. From the results in the table 1, it was found that the self-perception of the students towards their self-directed learning willingness was a high level overall. Then from the highest to the lowest level, second process learning for determination behaviors was the top frequency they feel occurring to them, and the lowest level was from flow process, learning process behavior. Results on compare of self-perceptions towards self-directed learning readiness classified by gender. The results could be elaborated as follows. Male students had the readiness level at a high level overall. Their self-perception for the readiness were less at a high level, with the mean score ranking from 3.29 to 3.91. The highest level was on the second process, learning for determination behavior, and the lowest was on the first process, self-assessment and self-need determination behavior. Female students also have self-directed learning readiness level as a high level overall. Their self-perceptions from the readiness were high, with its mean score ranking from 382 to 316. The highest level was on the second process, learning goal determination behavior, and the lowest was the first process, self-assessment and self-need determination behavior. Table 2. From the resource in the table 2, there was a description, a difference on the self-directed learning readiness between male and female students at a significant level of 0.05. Whereas there was no significant difference found in other criteria of the sample. It implies that gender has an effect on the population of students towards their self-directed learning. Conclusions. The investigation of self-directed learning readiness of undergraduate students from Western Rajapat University in Thailand, and the comparison between the results of male and female could be concluded as follows. Number one, self-directed learning readiness to the student's self-perception overall was at a high level. To the results of self-directed learning through the student's self-perception on the first metacognitive process, self-assessment and self-need determination behavior was at a lowest level. Thank you very much for attention.